If you have ever wondered on how to get an effective team to do exactly what you want at the time you want it and to get the definite results you need, I need you to pay close attention as we dive into this book titled The 17 Indisputable Law of Leadership by John Maxwell. So let's get straight into the video. So I want to say a big thank you to all the supporters. We actually hit 200 subscribers. So let's get into the video right now. So the first law we are going to be diving into says the law of saving accounts. And it said the law of saving account has to do with you as a person are not the only one on the team to make things happen. That we should sit in terms whereby we need other people to assist us in achieving this goal. And say the bigger the goal, the bigger the team that we need. And we should not sit in terms of the brain that what sort of brain can I use, but we should see it in terms of how much brain can I borrow to accomplish my goal. Now, the second law says the law of the big picture, and it said the law of the big picture has to do with as a team member, we need to understand and work towards a common goal, and we need to understand that no one of us is better than the rest of us. So we should give each and every one of us equal ground to play a fair game. The third law says the law of the niche, and it said each team member have a specific role that is unique to them. Now, finding your specific role and fitting into that role increase your level of productivity to the team itself and to yourself in terms of growth. The fourth law says the law of Mount Everest, and it said the law of Mount Everest simply means when challenges escalate, the team that is needed should also escalate. So we should be able to drive out outside sources in order to get better response or effective solutions to our challenges. The fifth law says the law of the chain, and the law of the chain determines how strong the team is because it's dependent on each individual's power or individual strength to perform effectively. So if you want to grow an effective team or lead an effective team, you want to be sure that everybody on the team are able men that are willing to put in the work and the effort to make things happen. Sixth law says the law of catalyst, and said each winning team has one person that makes things happen. So it is possible for you to grow into that one person. And there are various categories that were given as example just in basketball. We have Magic, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and also other careers. So you need to be able to identify a winning person in your team so that you can build a front foundation whereby even in your absence, things can still take place. Seventh law says the law of compass, and it says team value and team's principle guides their direction. So if your team does not have a strict integrity of values, their beliefs towards the goal might change, and that is likely to end up or crumble the team. Eighth law says the law of bad apple, and it said one person's negative attitude or negative emotion is liable to spoil the whole team, and such experience or such emotions come from selfishness. So you need to be able to separate the bad from the good so that you can still have a team whereby by the time those people that are negative crumble out, you can still retain the good ones to yourself. The ninth law says the law of accountability, and said teammates must be responsible for themselves, for their actions and their results to each other, and they need to understand deeply that they work with each other and not for each other. So that's the only way progress can be tracked and maintained. The 10th law says the law of price tag, and it says when it comes to the law of price tag, the team's potential determine their actual value outside to the people that they are presented to. So in order to ensure that you have a high price tag among the people you are competing with, you want to ensure that your team do the work behind closed doors. The 11th law simply says the law of scoreboard, and it said the law of scoreboard has to do with the potential of the team to constantly measure their progress so that they can know where to increase on, where they can draw back on, and how they can maintain the list or how they can maintain the team very well or eliminate anything that is refusing to make the team progress. 12th law says the law of the bench, and so when it comes to the law of the bench, you want to be able to have strong substitutes that can work in place of people that are currently active, putting back in mind that you can't solve you can't solve tomorrow's problem by today's solution. So you need to have people that are able to substitute whereby they are continually learning. So you have a team of people that are working with you currently, and you have another team of persons they are sending to gain better understanding, to learn the work process in order to have an effective order in the next 2 to 6 months. 13th law says the law of identity, and it says a shared identity among teammates forecasts a sense of belonging and commitment. So it gives them a reason whereby they look at themselves as brothers living for the same thing, and they are willing to die for the same thing. The 14th law says the law of communication, and said that communication is a very vital part of making a successful team work out, and said each teammate should be held to the standard of ask not what your team can do for you, but ask what you can do for your own team yourself. The 15th law says the law of the edge, and it said teams with advantage in a competitive environment tends to win, and the best way to have that kind of outcome is to work with strong leaders within the team. Having a strong leader in your team simply implies that you know everyone is important, but everyone is not equal, so they need to play according to the sizes of their choices. The 16th law of the book simply says high morals, and it said positive energy and high morals strongly impact your team's efforts. And when it comes to morals, it's simply talking about your momentum, and it gives 5 or 4 ways by which you can identify the momentum your team has. And it said for a poor team, they simply believe that their leader is expected to do everything. For low morals, they believe their leader do productive things. Moderate morals, they believe their leaders do difficult things. But while for high moral, they believe their leaders do little things. The 17th law says the law of dividends, and it said investing in people and investing in your team over a long time brings results. And you have to identify that the first step to having a great team and building a large team whereby you can effectively lead them is first prioritizing each and every person on your team in order to make them leaders where they themselves can own a team and build it also. Thanks for watching the video to this point. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you have any points that really resonate with you, don't forget to drop it in the comment section and tell me how you applied it to your team and how effective the result is. Have a nice day and God bless you.